3 months after his fight with Engstrom, Mark keeps up his training under Cecil's guidance in order to build up the strength necessary to take on Viltrumites, all the while avoiding Eve. When Duplicate's brother, Multipole, seeks to exact revenge for the death of his sister, he attacks Mark and Rex as they attempt to stop two thieves, Dropkick and Fightmaster, from taking the Declaration of Independence. Shrinking Ray rejoins the Guardians, and Immortal and Duplicate emerge from retirement. Although they caution him against informing Eve about her future self, Mark is encouraged by William and Rick to express his affections and ask her out. But Mark fails to mention it, and Eve turns him down. Using enormous subterranean animals, Doc Seismic escapes his captivity and abducts all superheroes. Darkwing 2 and Reaniman are sent in by Cecil to assist when Mark and Eve are unable to save the heroes. Darkwing 2 captures Doc Seismic. Because Mark feels that Cecil has deceived him, Cecil traps him in the White Room, which was built to protect him from Mark. Nolan and Alan form a bond while incarcerated, and the Viltrumites start putting Alan to the test to find out where his sudden power comes from. Mark is trying his abilities and gradually developing into a more resilient superhero at the beginning of Invincible Season 3's first episode. Cecil is in charge of his training, which involves evaluating his speed, strength, and stamina. In the past 90 days, Mark's strength has improved by a staggering 138%, his speed by 65%, and his endurance by 70%. The Viltrumites will undoubtedly be the true test, but the science team is working to obtain him heavier equipment. Rex and Mark go out and confront a group of thugs attempting to steal the Declaration of Independence at the archive building because they fear that someone worse is on the way. They are also successful, particularly after Multipole kicks Rex's ass till Mark lashes out. After Kate rocks up right there, Paul is upset over her passing and places the blame on Rex. She always has a copy for safekeeping and apparently only wanted to vanish for a time. Moreover, she is also engaged. All of this leads to Multipole's arrest while Ray and Rex are reunited during family gatherings back at headquarters. Even while Oliver flaunts his newfound abilities, it's obvious that something more significant is coming. Even though he isn't to blame, there appear to be some related occurrences happening all around America. However, Donald hasn't discovered a link as of yet. Mark struggles with how to respond to the Eve issue as well. However, Rick gives him some sound counsel to keep from informing her about other Eve, but Mark wants to start this relationship off with integrity. It's clear that he is reminded of all the secrets he withheld from Amber and does not wish to repeat them. He goes over and makes every effort to ask her out. Unfortunately, things end awkwardly when Mark chooses to discuss other Eve. Cecil goes over to attempt to establish his claim because he is upset that Debbie hasn't informed him about Oliver's abilities. He wants to test Oliver, but Debbie is upset because he's only a child. Oliver overhears everything and decides to go out on his own. Since there is no way to avoid his fate, Debbie talks to him and ultimately agrees to let Oliver begin training. Regretfully, Doc Seismic, who has been surreptitiously monitoring the tremors around Earth, has captured all of the heroes. This explains why he has been waiting until now to attack and why there have been so many little occurrences. Only Eve and Mark are left to rescue the others after his tiny minion spiders have taken them all. When things don't work out, Eve and Mark are also taken prisoner. Things don't appear to be going well until Cecil and the others reveal Darkwing 2, their trump card. While the other heroes are set free. He appears and uses his Reaniman to subdue Doc Seismic. Mark goes to confront Darkwing right away since he is furious that he is collaborating with Cecil. Since D.A. Sinclair is a genius, Cecil thinks they're back on track thanks to their psychological training. Mark is furious and pursues Cecil straight into the White Room, where they are surrounded by Reaniman. This season of Invincible doesn't waste any time in getting to the heart of the story. The battle lines have been established, and it does not appear promising given the possibility of something more serious approaching for our heroes to deal with. The show has so far done a good job of maintaining the action while also developing the characters. And now we see Mark taking a chance and asking Eve out, albeit in a pretty unusual way. However, given that Darkwing is reportedly on the side of the heroes, it will be intriguing to watch what happens to them. Despite all of this, it's unclear at this time if he is truly on their side or whether there is an ulterior motivation at play, but it certainly leaves the door open for the upcoming episode. Leave a comment, hit like, and subscribe for more videos. Keep the magic of movies alive until the next time, signing off from FK BYTES.